Hey everyone, this is Gregrix from BassFuzz.com here with another triple shot of that stuff for you today. I've got the Malekko Heavy Industries Barker Assmaster. In fact, I have not just one, but I have three. I have a silicon, a germanium, and a double germanium special edition for you today. As always, there's going to be a full review of these three pedals on my website, bassfuzz.com, using different basses and going quite in depth with what I liked, didn't like, etc. about the pedals. So if you like it, make sure you check it out. One of the first significant bass-specific fuzzes was the Maestro Brassmaster, which the Barker Assmaster is a clone / modernization of. The three pedals I have today are all a little different. The first one is the standard silicone bass transistor Assmaster that is supposedly most similar to the classic Brassmaster. I've got my Squire P bass that I have modded, and it goes via some quality cables into the, again, silicone Assmaster here, into a radial JDI box, and finally into this mixer behind me. And it all comes out as magic in the movie. So that's my Squire. I think I have my knobs set correctly. So let's talk a little bit about the Assmaster here. This may be the only time in my life I get to say Assmaster, 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 Assmaster over and over again, and no one is really going to look at me more funny than they usually do anyway. So, the Barker Assmaster. We have ass volume, which is the volume of the fuzz coming through the pedal. We have bass volume, which is the volume of the clean bass signal coming through. With each one acting individually, it really adds a lot of flexibility towards tuning in with different guitars and basses. And sensitivity affects the total level of saturation of the fuzz, so just how many fuzzy artifacts are being pushed into the sound. And then the ass and harm switches, the ass is labeled as a tone, and then the harm is labeled as a harmonic frequency changer. Both of these knobs just kind of change where the emphasis is in the sound of the fuzz and give you just a little different sonic fury, if you will. We're going to start with the silicone here. Bypass switch. So notice the pink LED. One of the only ways to tell offhand the difference between the germanium and the silicon versions of the Barker Assmaster is that the silicon version externally has a pink LED when activated, while the germanium version has a blue LED. So just playing with the knobs, almost no ass. More ass. Here's the ass switch. So you feel that shift difference in the thing. Saturation. And we can turn the saturation down a lot. Going for kind of a different sound, we turn up the saturation a little, turn down the volume a little. see, you can really dial in a lot of different sounds as you fiddle with the knobs. And all right, now we have the germanium Barker Assmaster. Notice when it's engaged, the light is a pretty blue, which tells us that it is the germanium version. Another way to know is that actually inside there is a label on the inside cover, which would indicate the difference. And of course, if you have the tools and the talent, you can also identify the different components on the board. It's pretty obvious when you look at it. You can see those pictures at bassfuzz.com if you're interested. One other thing to note about this particular pedal is that I've had it modded, and this is a mod they will do right there at the Heavy Industry. It is an expression pedal input, of which I have, voila, an expression pedal hooked into. What this does is it allows you direct control of this saturation knob. So when you're plugged in with an expression pedal, this saturation knob does nothing. Okay, it is overridden by the expression pedal. You'll hear very quickly the difference between this and the silicone version. Again, notice the saturation knob did nothing. Change the frequency there. This circuit does introduce an octave that you can hear better on some settings than another. It is an up octave. So, what's all this fuss about the expression pedal, you say? Here we are with the last of the three Assmasters, the Barker Assmasters, that I'll be trying today. Assmasters. So, this is the Silver Burst edition, which is set after the Silver Burst, I believe, a Gibson that he used as an example for the paint job. I don't know how well that shows up since my camera's a piece of junk, but what it boils down to is that it's Silver Burst in black as opposed to the more traditional kind of red-brown color that the other ones are. This one does, in fact, have the expression mod, contains a pair of germanium transistors instead of just one as featured in the regular germanium version. And additionally, just for a little more joy, the frequency range is enhanced from that of the traditional Brassmaster circuit that's featured in the other ones. Again, note my knob is bypassed because I have the expression pedal. Currently have it floored, but I could back it off a little or a lot. I love my expression. I'm not very good at using expression pedals, but somebody who was could really have a lot of fun flipping that almost on and off as they go. And like I said, and you know, it's all delivered here to you with love. With love. The love of Bass Fuzz. The love of Bass Fuzz, baby. BassFuzz.com. The love of Bass Fuzz, baby. Blah, 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 blah. Taste it.